The multi-talented Jesse Draper has taken Silicon Valley by storm. She's an investor, a mother, and creator and host of the Emmy-nominated web series, The Valley Girl Show.
Let's talk business. I'm like the Valley Girl.
It's a hilarious program that puts a comedic spin on interviews with business leaders.
So now, have you ever actually played Barbie? Hey, Ken.
Hey, Barbie, what's happening, babe?
Now, Jesse has teamed up with her grandfather and father, legendary investors Bill and Tim Draper, for the new hit series,
Meet the Drapers!
I sat down with Jesse, the founder of Halogen Ventures, to talk about her latest show and how she's making capital more accessible to female entrepreneurs. Silicon Valley has been under some scrutiny when it's come to investing in women. So What do you think about that?
I think it's a really, really big problem. Having grown up there, I'm a fourth generation investor and I'm the first female, so you can see why I'm very focused on this problem. That said, my family's been very supportive of women. I think that the problem is men control most of the capital, and we need more women getting the funding, getting the mentorship, and being plugged into that community. Men typically invest in men and what they know and who they know, and I feel very grateful having come from Silicon Valley, and I do have this network. I'm trying to sort of wave my hands and say, hey guys, women are starting great companies too, or hey, even better, let's think about diversity.
If a female approaches you because they want you to be a partner with them or invest in their company, what's your formula?
We're an early stage venture capital fund for female-founded consumer technology. We look for a couple different things. One, the product. I need to know you have a unique product that's disruptive and exciting and you're doing something different than anyone else's. I also look for the team. This is like, I'm about to partner with you and we're gonna go to essentially war together in the best way possible, but you will go through ups and downs with these people. So I wanna know that they're not gonna give up, that they really are open to suggestions and trying new things. I think just some kind of traction. You have some customers, just so that I know that it is accepted into the market. So
is there some sort of risk of approaching an investor too early?
No, we've invested pre-product, pre-revenue, and I don't think it's ever too early to meet with an investor, because it could also just be an informational meeting, and the longer the relationship, the better developed the relationship.
Dum, 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 goes my heart again.
I gotta talk about your show, Valley Girl. It's probably the most fun business show I've ever seen.
I was wondering, have you ever done a Valley Girl fire drill?
So nice. This is a
Elon
fun
Musk.
show.
Thanks. You get the big names, you have fun with them. What did you want people to take away from watching this show?
We were one of the first technology talk shows, and it was called The Valley Girl Show. I painted it pink, so it was kind of this hybrid of San Fernando Valley in LA and Silicon Valley, because I wanted to make technology approachable. I grew up around these incredible entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, Eric Schmidt. I saw these incredible people doing incredible things, and I thought they should be celebrated a lot more. Now that's not a novel idea. Now Silicon Valley's been so Hollywoodized, but back then people didn't really care about technology. And so it's come a long way, but really I just wanted to break it down and say, look, it's not always about the beauty and the fashion, it's about, the innovation.
And now you, your father and grandfather are going to be in a new show called Meet the Drapers.
There's a blank space.
It's on SET, Sony Entertainment Television, and it's basically, for lack of better terminology, you take the Shark Tank formula, so we're being pitched, but we're a family, so there's a lot of dad, oh my god, that's so embarrassing, I can't believe you don't know what that is, all the way to, we have 3 generations of investors, and we all see very different opportunities in the market, where my dad and my grandfather don't understand the influencer strategy or social media, or the new ways of marketing, but then they also notice patterns that I never would notice, like, I remember my grandfather saying military leaders make incredible CEOs, and just things like that that are really fascinating that they take into account that's different than what I take into account. Not to mention, they're men, I'm a female, So beauty companies were just hilarious. My dad's like, what is foundation? I don't, what does that mean? Why do you put stuff on your face like that? So, but you and I know that's a very important part of our daily
Yes,
routine.
that's really important. What do you want people to learn from this show?
I hope people realize that if you have an idea, you can go after it. You can raise money for it. Not everyone has the means to bootstrap a company. So don't think your idea is crazy. Just go for it.
What's one thing you collect? Everybody collects something.
Oh, I like that. I have just thousands of books. I'm always collecting books, typically in the categories of chick lit, if you will, all the way to great business books. Tony Robbins' money book I was reading recently, and I think that's actually a really great guide to investing. Oh, and Archie comics. I collect Archie comics. I have like a really extensive collection since I was a little kid. My dog's named Archie, so my family was a really big comic book fan just in general, and I was raised on comic books, not fairy tales. And so growing up, it was mainly like Batman and Superman, although I have quite a few Wonder Women comic books. I have some collector's items. I have some of the books and everything. I'm a really big fan.